guys, so today's tutorial is an exciting one, and if you follow me on Snapchat, you may already know what's coming by the color on my eyes. Today is the day that I finally get to work with the brand new Deck of Scarlet palette featuring my BFF, Babs Beauty. She literally is my favorite human on the planet. I love her so much. We've been friends for years. I will leave a link down to her channel below if you guys are interested or you don't know who she is, which is weird. I mean, she's great in so many ways, clearly, but I really haven't ever met someone who loves makeup as much as she does. I mean, she really loves makeup. She's obsessed with it. She is constantly trying to find cool new things for her subscribers, and I highly suggest you become one of them yourself. So again, I will leave a link down to her channel below. If you guys aren't familiar with Deck of Scarlet, I'll kind of briefly explain it to you guys. I have done a video previously where I go kind of more in depth, so I'll leave that down below actually for you guys as well. But basically, Deck of Scarlet is a bi-monthly subscription service. So you pay $29.95 a month, and every couple of months you get a palette that is sort of curated by a top YouTuber. So it's a really cool new concept and kind of a way to, you know, be more engaged with people that you follow. So I think that's a really cool thing because we all love, you know, YouTuber sponsored products, right? Is that what you call them? I know I do for the people that I follow, so I think this is a really cool concept, and I've used the products before. They're really great, high quality products. Basically, in a palette you get everything that you would need to do a full face look. So you get 3 eyeshadows, 2 face powders, usually like a blush and a highlight, or a highlight and a bronzer, or a blush and a bronzer, that sort of a thing, and then 2 lip colors, and these are really pigmented lip colors. I've used them before and they're super creamy. But anyways, these are all cruelty-free, paraben-free, made in the USA products, which a lot of people care about, so I thought I would mention that as well. But just a really cool idea and concept, and of course this one is curated by the coolest chick around, so I really highly suggest that you guys check them out and subscribe down below so you can get your hands on one. I'll kind of insert some footage on what you get when you open up your package. It's packaged really nicely and safely, of course, but it's very chic looking inside, and the packaging of the actual palette is really nice as well. Really kind of heavy duty cardboard. You have a built-in mirror inside. Just a really kind of nice product. And as far as the actual powders and, you know, creams on the inside, very pigmented and kind of smooth in texture as well, and it doesn't irritate my sensitive eyes, which, if you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know that's my thing. So I'm obsessed. I think you guys would really enjoy their stuff. So again, I'll leave links down below. And now we will jump into the tutorial. I decided to do more of like a chit chat sort of situation because I miss it, and I'll talk about that again. I'm sorry for being so MIA the past, gosh, I feel like it's been a month. Has it been a month yet? But it was finals kind of situation at school, and I was really behind on some major products, and then I had a big vacation kind of thrown in there as well. So that's where I was. I will be back kind of full time, so be sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything, and then click one of the notification bells so you guys are updated when I upload. If you don't turn on the notifications, be sure to follow me on Snapchat so you guys can keep up with me there. I will kind of announce my uploads and things like that as well if you don't kind of want, you know, notification on your computer or your phone or what have you. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. I love you so much for always being so supportive. So let's get into the tutorial. So I'm going to be trying to record my audio on my phone this time because what I've been noticing with this new camera is I'm not loving the built-in mic. So let me know if you like this version of the audio best. So we are going to be doing a talk through tutorial today because I have been MIA. As a lot of you guys know who follow me on Snapchat, I graduated. Yesterday was my last day of class. I mean, I don't know if it's official. I don't know when it becomes official. If it's a ceremony, which I'm skipping, or when they send you the diploma, but I'm done. So, I miss you guys. I just miss kind of interacting. I mean, right now I'm just interacting with my camera alone in my room, but the whole, you know, process, I really miss it. So I wanted to kind of sit down and do a chit chat, get ready with me, especially because I'm using my bestie's palette. So, hello. So what I'm thinking I want to do is go kind of bold. So I sort of want to use this bright purple everywhere. Such a pretty color, and I'm just feeling it. It's really gloomy outside right now. Hopefully that's not translating into the color of this, but again, I don't understand my camera yet. So let's get started. I'm going to take one of my dirty brushes. P.S. my base is done. I just used powder foundation, the same exact routine that I have already filmed at least a year ago. I'll link it down below for you guys, but if you're curious how I got this using just powders, with the exception of like a color correcting liquid, I'll leave that down below for you guys. So that's done, and my brows just to save time, because last time I did a talk through video, it was like over an hour of footage, and I'm like, really? Can you just shut up? So I'm gonna go into the shade Making Mauves, and I'm just using a Smith 235 brush, and it's nice that this palette has a mirror. I'm just going to throw this into my crease to start mapping out the shape. I'm going to be going over most of this with that kind of vibrant purple, but this is going to act like a little bit of training wheels. It's going to be a little bit more muted and a little bit less intimidating, at least for me. So if you feel like going straight into the vibrant color, you do you. I'm just a chicken. I'm not going to pull any of my lower lash line, at least not yet, but I'm going to keep it kind of fairly straight, kind of wing it out and start to create that shape that I normally do. Same on the other side. Okay, I think that's a good starting point. So before I go into all the purple, I'm going to do this first. I'm going to use this Makeup Geek eyeliner. I've used this before. You guys have probably seen these. This is in the shade Orchid. It's a really pretty purple color, and I love it for a pop of color on the waterline. So I'm going to throw this in beforehand. And now I'm going to go into the shade Sophia, and I'm going to throw this everywhere. I'm going to start off with it on my lid and kind of start to work outwards, and then we'll do our lower lash line last. One thing for me, I know a lot of people like to do their base last when they do kind of bold eye looks. For me, you guys know how much I, you know, smoke out my lower lash line, and I go crazy in that department, so I like to have it done first. Granted, you could just skip that piece and do it at the very end, but sometimes when I'm going for something that's really dramatic, I like to see it all put together first, you know? So you do you, but that's kind of why I have it done. That and to save time. So, ooh, this color is really, really pretty. And I know how difficult it is to make a good, vibrant purple, so wowza. I'm just gonna use this flat shader to kind of map out the shape. We'll of course do some blending to refine everything, but this can be the starting point. See, as you can see, I'm not trying to be perfect. I just want to get the shape right for me. And it's going to be different for everyone, you know? I mean, and obviously there are some people who are going to look at this and be like, I would never do that, Megan, in general. What are you doing? Okay, other side. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this Morphe M507, which I use in most of my tutorials. I love this little brush. And I'm just gonna kind of go over those edges. I'm putting a little bit more product on the brush. And just kind of going over those and smoking them out. This isn't gonna have tons of dimension like some of my looks normally do, but I really wanted something kind of bold, monochromatic, simple, something that, you know, you can go out with your girlfriends and just look like the coolest kid on the block. Or, you know, a good Instagram pic. Whichever. I know for me, and this is kind of why I do a lot of bold looks, for me, makeup, like, I don't do anything, right? And a lot of times I'm not even wearing makeup, but when I do decide I want to sit down and put makeup on, it's because I need a creative outlet, you know? Like, I just need to kind of zone out, and that's exactly what I do. Just zone out, play around, do something fun, and then in the end, I have a cool video or some pictures, whatever it may be, but it's not even really about that. It's just my time, I guess, and it's just something that I enjoy to do. And I know a lot of you guys feel the same way, so it's just kind of interesting, you know, like you see all these quote-unquote crazy tutorials, just really dramatic tutorials on YouTube, and they're really popular, but I think it's because people just kind of use makeup in that way, you know, just for fun. Okay, lower lash line, same brush. We are going to blow this out. Just make sure you kind of connect the bottom to the top, of course, and have it form a point together out here, if that is your desired look. I'm leaving that space in the inner corner blank. For the inner corner, I'm going to use a little bit of the shade Peachy Keen and just kind of brighten up in that blank space. And then I'm going to use the shade Bob D, which is the blush in the palette. I'm going to kind of just pack this on the center of the lid. It's just going to create a little bit of dimension, but it still has that vibrancy. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of mascara on my lashes before we use falsies. And this is the Maneater mascara by Tarte. It's just a little sample, but I'm liking it so far. You know what? I haven't done liner in so long, so I'm going to throw some on there before I do my falsies. I'm going to use the Punker liquid liner by RNCN. I like this one. It's waterproof, really similar to the Kat Von D. So if you have that one and you love it already, I don't know if I can tell the differences, but I wear liner so little that I'm not really sure if I would notice. So let me know down below if you guys have tried this, if you notice differences between the two. Actually, I'm gonna do it right now. Tattoo liner, here we come. I don't know, the differences are so minor, I don't even know if I could point them out. I'm gonna use this Samantha lashes by Blinking Beauty. I don't know. Now that my lashes are drying, I'm just dipping into the blush color, and I'm kind of pulling the shape out even further. Okay, so now let's put some dimension back in my face. I am going to go in with the Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Capri Coast. I believe this is their lightest one. Let me check. Yes, I think it is. And I'm fairly tan-ish right now. Yes, I think it is. It's so nice. I have been using these non-stop since they were sent as PR, by the way. Oh my goodness. And you can see it doesn't show up a ton on me now because I do have a bit of a tan, sunless tan nonetheless, but still it is there. But it just makes it really easy to kind of bronze up your face, add a little bit of dimension kind of subtly without really thinking about it and having to spend too much time blending. So if you're on the go, I highly suggest kind of getting an easier to work with color and formula. These do have a really kind of sheer-ish texture and pigment level. Not so sheer so that you don't see them. I mean, you can see them being applied now, but I don't know, something about them, they're just so easy to work with, and they're not so matte, but they don't have like a visible shimmer either. It's just a very nice formula. I highly suggest, if you're on the fence, to just kind of go to Sephora and maybe play around with them, swatch them, and see what you think. They have, I believe, five colors, and they're quite different. They range from pretty deep to this one, which is pretty light. This one is Capri Coast, did I say? Yes. For blush, we're going back into Bob D. Using that all over the place today, and I'm just going to kind of sweep this on the apples of my cheeks and blend it out. I'm so messy, you guys. Sometimes I wonder how I'm able to get like a decent looking product in the end. I'm just like, done. I'm gonna take Gilded, which is the kind of highlighter in the palette, but it's not really light enough to be a highlighter for me, but I am gonna kind of make the bronzer a little bit more glowy. So almost use it as like a blush bronzer topper. And I saw Steph in her tutorial use Peachy Keen as her highlighter shade. I feel like she was tanner than me, so I'm gonna try it and see what I think. But I'm gonna keep it a little bit lower at first, just in case it's too dark. And then I can always kind of blend it in with my blush. Oh no, that's good, that's good. Before lip color, because I'm not sure what I want to do yet, I'm going to just kind of spray my makeup to set it. I'm just going to use this Gerard Cosmetics one. I like these. These are really, really nice, and I love the scent. Which one do I have? This one's grapefruit. Some people don't like it. I do. Okay? So I'm trying to decide what to do for lips. They do have these two really pretty lip colors in the palette, but I remember them being super, super, super pigmented the last time that I used the deck of Scarlet lip colors, so I'm wondering if I want to go nude instead, or maybe I just try to sheer one of these out. What should I do? Okay, first I'm going to start with a nude lip liner, because I feel like either way, then that'll help kind of lighten the color. So I'm just going to be using, what is this one? The Sephora lip liner, Rouge Gel lip liner in, I believe it's just called Nude, the Nudist. It's actually a bit lighter than my natural lip color. See, even that's pretty on its own. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna go in with Plump, which is the pinky shade, which is almost like a Your Lips But Better color, right? If you sheer it out. And it seems like it's the same kind of type of formula, so it is really pigmented. So I'm just gonna use a little bit on a lip brush and just kind of spread this out. Oh, see, that's pretty. Yeah, see, that worked really nicely. Boom. Alright, you guys, so thank you so much for watching. That is it for this tutorial. Again, I will list all of the links that I mentioned down below. So Babs Beauty's YouTube channel, of course. I will leave a link to Deck of Scarlet so you guys can sign up on your own if you're interested. I will leave a link to that foundation tutorial that I talked about before. So everything that you guys need. Please feel free to leave any comments down below if you have them. I would love to hear from you guys, as you know. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber already for new videos weekly, especially now that I've graduated. What is life? Give this video a thumbs up if you love tutorials, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!